I'm Steve Garagiola. Next on Sports, Final Edition. The Tigers continue to fade, and Sparky tells us why. It was almost a royal ending for Martina at Wimbledon. The hotheads ruled in baseball this week, and it was a heart-stopping finish at the Seniors Open. Plus, free tickets to a new baseball flick. Sports Final Edition, next.
Looking for a great deal on a great car? Well, right now, your regional Nissan dealers are having their biggest sales event of the year.
I was in the right place, and it must have been the right time.
Featuring the debut of the limited edition Nissan Sentra LE, a fully equipped Sentra LE for $2,000 less than a Toyota Corolla LE. And with up to $1 million available in factory-to-dealer incentives on select award-winning Nissans, once again, Nissan is the
right place, and it must have been the right time.
In just 1 year, something happened to 640 million pounds of chemical pollutants. Instead of becoming waste, they were captured for recycling. The members and partners of the Chemical Manufacturers Association, working for change.
Gardner White Furniture.
Gardner White will pay you to shop at our holiday sale. Now through Monday, get Certa Perfect Sleeper or Simmons Beauty Rest from just $99 each piece. Get free next day delivery. Then who pays your sales tax? We do. Who pays your interest? We do. And you pay nothing till January 1995. Gardner White's holiday mattress sale now through Monday. Who saves big? You do.
Gardner White Furniture. We're known by the money you keep.
Detroit, it's a city on the move, but what's the business climate really like? Mort Krim talks to the city's movers and shakers to see what the economic future holds. Can Detroit work? Tuesday at 11:35 on 4.
Sports, Final Edition with Steve Garagiola, brought to you by your Southeastern Michigan Dodge dealers, who invite you to come see the Dodge Neon now.
Has smacked it in turn 2.
And a ball hit over the bag into left field. That'll get 2 in.
Hi, I'm Steve Garagiola. This is Final Edition. Team USA is trying to sleep tonight on the eve of tomorrow's moment in the spotlight. Pete Sampras blasted his way to another Wimbledon crown, and the Tigers. 2 of them are headed to the All-Star game. But tonight in Texas, they were anything but all-stars. So let's start there. It has been a disappointing road trip, to say the least, for the Tigers. They have stumbled through Oakland, Seattle, and now Texas. Tonight, I'll let the pictures tell the story. It wasn't a good one. Let's start with the best catch of the game. Came from the fan with the fishnet. How many times you see people at the ballpark with those things? They never catch one. Nice play. He got one this time. Well, there was certainly no defense on the field, that's for sure. Tim Belcher picks it up, makes a throw. Cecil, Big Daddy, get one of those fishnets. That was not good at all. That one led to a run, and that's just the kind of night it was for the Tigers a little bit later. In fact, same inning, Dean Palmer hits the grounder. Alan Trammell go to the plate to get the run. That one slipped way over Kruder's head all the way to the backstop. Another run scores. Will Clark comes across, and it's 3-0. This thing's getting out of hand. Tony Phillips hits a home run for the Tigers. Tony has struggled some this year at the plate. Not this time. Number 12 on the year. It's a 5-1 game. And then Mickey Tettleton with an RBI single gets the Tigers the rest of their scoring, 5-3. It ends that way. Same teams try one more time tomorrow night before the Tigers come home. They'd like to salvage another win before this road trip ends. Now, if you think this kind of season is tough on you as a fan, you should be the manager. Sparky Anderson says the Tigers' only hope through the rest of this year is improved pitching.
If we don't start immediately, I'm not talking about down the road, immediately, throwing in a lot of 2- and 3-run ball games. If we can do that, I think we will finish well above 500. If we can't do that, if we're pitching 5 and more runs a game, we're going to stagger and probably even fall further under 500 than we are now. I mean, it's not a thing that I'm any scientist or I'm not Einstein or nobody else. It's just common sense. Anytime you got to score over 4 runs too many times, you're going to have a 500 to below 500 club.
He knows from whence he speaks. If 5 is the magic number, that's what they gave up tonight. The numbers are pretty simple. Tigers are scoring 5.9 runs per game. They are giving up 6.2 runs per game. When you give up more than you score, you lose. Sparky is right. It was everything everyone expected. Pete Sampras against Goran Ivanisevic. This for the Wimbledon crown this morning. A match that included 42 aces. Forget about the fact it was Wimbledon. This was a shootout at the OK Corral, with defending champion Pete Sampras riding off into the sunset as the winner.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger. Hi-Yo Silver! Away!
Oh, Sampras, the Lone Ranger today. He nailed him. 17 aces, Ivanisevic 25 aces. There were over 200 points in the match. Only a half dozen of them lasted 4 shots or more, so it was not interesting tennis, but Sampras didn't care. He won the match in straight sets. 7-6, 7-6, 6-love, and he is the champ.
I just won the important point today, and that was really the difference. And, you know, I really can't play any better. You know, today's tennis was pretty much flawless, and I'm really happy I repeated. I mean, this is really special to me.
On the women's side, yesterday, Conchita Martinez won the women's title. She beat Martina Navratilova. This was Martina's final Wimbledon. She was going after a 10th singles championship there. It just wasn't meant to be. But for over 20 years, she has been the queen of Wimbledon.
I think the place is special. I think this would be special regardless of the surface. Everything's green. You can see the ball, and you can feel tennis here.
That superb approach shot gives Martina Navratilova championship point.
She dreamed about playing Wimbledon and winning Wimbledon. I mean, I remember talking to her when she was 17. I said, you know, you could be the greatest ever. You can do it all. And she went, what? She said, well, I want to be really good. And I go, no, you can be the greatest ever. You can do it all.
Navratilova wins by 2 sets to 1.
I had a real bad day the day before. And I went over and knocked on her door because she was at the flat next to me and I was crying. And she came over and pretty much took care of me and said, look, everything's going to be fine. You're going to do great. And I was playing her the next day in the finals. And I went on court the next day and I lost to her pretty decisively. But even though I didn't go away with the Wimbledon trophy, I knew I went away with a friend.
She's 7 for 7 in finals. That's it. She's done it. A marvelous victory for her.
Men and women, no one before today had ever won 9 singles titles. That belongs alone to Martina Navratilova.
She's going to take some turf with her, just as she did on her first arrival here. She grabbed a tuft at the Wimbledon grass.
What a marvelous career. All right, World Cup soccer. There were 2 second-round games this afternoon. Romania beats Argentina, and Sweden beats Saudi Arabia 3-1.
Qué buena pelota puso por el medio para Lupescu. Otra vez George Agiu. Aquí viene el zurdo. Se la muestra Cáceres. Tira el centro de él. Viene. ¡Gol! Viene el medio para Martin Dahlin. Para Kenneth. Viene. Le pegó. ¡Gol! ¡Gol!
I love how that guy does that. Tomorrow afternoon out in California, Team USA has an opportunity to make some history. They'll take on Brazil, widely regarded as the best team in the world. Do the Americans even have a chance to pull off the upset? Well, they wouldn't be there if they didn't think they could win.
This is a big show, and Brazil is a big team, and I was real excited when we
got the call we were going to play Brazil. I think we all want to prove, not only to ourselves, but to the rest of the world, that we have the ability to compete against teams like this.
We don't have any pressure right now. Brazil is supposed to win the World Cup, not us. And we're in a good situation right now, and hopefully we can pull off another victory.
Well, they sound like that hockey team in 1980, don't they? On the Seniors Golf Tour, the U.S. Open decided this afternoon. In the majors, you look for it. Trevino, Floyd, Nicklaus, those are the guys going to make the big move. Not this time. It was Jim Albus and Simon Hobday. You don't see those names on top all that often. Hobday got off to a terrible start. Bogeyed the first 3 holes. Quickly went from 14 under to 11 under, and everybody is back in it. Jim Albus leads the pack. The birdie at the 9th hole, and he's 10 under par. He's just 1 shot back. So where's Raymond Floyd? Here's Raymond going to make a nice long birdie putt, but like the other big-name players, he was already way out of it. At the 18th hole, that's all that was